So let's start with the questions. Yeah, a little background story. I won 40 million naira and I'm here to tell you how I did it. What was going to happen was that I was going to finish my makeup and come and sit here and talk. But in the spirit of multitasking, let's get it. Let's get it. So if you're new here, thank you for stopping by or you're looking for your stalker. So if you don't know me, my name is Pearl Ubani. I am an entrepreneur, a beauty entrepreneur, and a content creator. I create content around business, lifestyle, just as a Nigerian basically. I posted a not a poll, the question thing on Instagram. I don't know what it's called for the life of me. I posted it and asked people to ask me questions because I'm going to record a YouTube video. And yeah, I'm just keeping to my word. So let's start with the first one. This was like 2 days after the grand finale. So it was not unprovoked, my dear. It was very provoked because I put a lot into being visible and being seen throughout the show. I was very visible with my journey on the next site and posted a lot of content, put out videos, put out TikToks, just so that people could be engaged and keep following my journey. And yeah, I know a lot of people that found out about the next site and from my post, and I'm just happy that at the end of the day, it was all worth it. Okay. So going in, I had told myself that yes, I want to win this money. Yes, I want to make the million, but the very slight off chance that I don't, is that correct? That I don't, what can I get from this? And the answer was simple. It was visibility. And I told myself, okay, so I'm going to try to show up consistently online on social media. So I was mainly on Instagram and on TikTok. Going to consistently show up online and at the very least get new eyes on me or new eyes on what Myra G is doing. Myra G is my brand. That's lip gloss I've used every day for the past 5 years. For the past 3 years. Yeah, three. Sorry. I started doing lip glosses in 2022, my bad. And I'm proud of what I did. And mind you, I did that alone. Well, not alone, but for the most part, it was my sister and I. But I did a lot of the heavy lifting for my social media because I was trying to get a social media manager, but people were not believing in the vision because going into the house, I was broke. And I was trying to explain to these people that I was reaching out to that, hi, so the thing is, I don't have money now. I plan to win money, I'll pay you by that time. And they were not really having it. And I understand that. It's understandable. And people who would have done that for me did not have time in their program to like take me on. So it was just a thing of okay, this doesn't look like it's happening via someone else. Let me do it myself. The person sending this is my friend. You're crazy. I told you I'm going to call you when I come to Lagos. Don't worry. Um, Next question. So when you want to register for the next Titan, the only qualifications are you have to be Nigerian, you have to own a business or have a business idea, and you have to be from the ages of 21 to 39. For the longest time, even like from after the auditions, I've always been someone who tries to capitalize on social media, like as it relates to visibility. So I just knew that one of my major strategies going into the house had to be showing up on social media. And I say one of the strategies because I saw so many different strategies when I went into the house, and I'll talk about that later. But my own mainly was visibility. So I knew that the plan that I had was going to revolve around that, just showing up consistently. I had told myself that, okay, I'm going to be there for 10 weeks. What does that mean? That means every week they're going to have evictions, and I'm hoping that I'm not going to be evicted. So I took 10 because I'm going to segue a lot because my mind, like things are just coming in. I had watched previous episodes of The Next Titan, and that's what I do. I do my research, watch previous episodes of The Next Titan, reached out to past contestants of The Next Titan. I just look for people on Instagram, look for them on LinkedIn. I found their emails. I sent an email, I sent DMs. Not a lot of people responded, but one particular person did. I did not. Thank you. Next question. Oh, I did feel like giving up a couple of times. Or maybe giving up is not the word. I just felt tired. I felt drained. What pushed me was the money. I'm so sorry. I want to say something deep, but that's what pushed me, the money. Like, we don't make that in a year. So if I come here for 10 weeks and I make that, that's going to be a nice, you know, a nice little notch in my belt. So let's do that. So that was what pushed me, honestly. and also the fact that I have a community. I really, really saw my community while I was in the house. I was like, oh my god, this is crazy, because I had people reaching out to me that I hadn't even reached out to tell me, oh my god, I saw that you're on this show. Good luck. I'm rooting for you. And I was like, you people are so cute. You people are so cute. So that was another thing that pushed me when I felt like giving up. I just told myself that there are so many people that look up to me, family, friends, strangers. I cannot ruin my street cred. I can't leave this place. I cannot be evicted. Like, I can't go home. Do you get? Another thing that pushed me was that I didn't have transport. Like, I didn't have transportation to go home. I did not have flight fare. So the show was in Lagos. I proudly live in Abuja. Anyway, there's Lagos land that wake me up. But I also didn't have money to go back home. So I was like, you know what? If not for anything, you don't want to sleep under beggar bridge or something, don't leave this house. Now that was enough motivation for me. Okay. So I went in there with the winner mindset. I told myself that, you know, I'm not desperate. I'm not, this is not a do or die affair. And I think that's what really helped me in like my decision making and just my mindset in general. It was not a do or die affair. I knew that there was love at home. I knew that this was not my end all be all. To be nice to win. And I know that I'm a very good candidate to be like the winner, but if it doesn't happen, that's fine. I was pretty optimistic going into the house. It's looking nice. I was pretty optimistic going into the house, and yeah, it's good to know that it worked out well. So before going into it, I was very optimistic. I was very, let's do this. I can't wait to experience this for myself, because prior to that, I'd just been watching videos, talking to people. So I was going to finally have the experience for myself, and I was excited. Getting into the house, I was told about how stressful the tasks would be, but I don't think I fully understood how stressful the tasks would be. You know, it's different when someone is saying something, but when you're actually living it, it's crazy. So let me just give you an insight into what used to happen. Every Monday, they would bring a new task. By they, I mean the board are the judges. They will send in a new task to the Titan House. It will be divided into two groups. And the selection was random. You could not pick your teammates, at least not for the most part. You would have from Tuesday morning to Thursday night to execute whatever is there. And someone told me that, oh, I thought this was actually a simulation. I didn't know it was real. It's real. Like, we actually go out. For the CSR task we did, we had to go to a local government. We had to find a local government in Lagos State that would actually be interested in whatever the we're doing. And then, mind you, we always had a camera crew following us around. But they were real life tasks. Like, we had to execute these things in 48 or 72 hours sometimes. But yeah, it's crazy. Mentally, I was up most of the time. Sometimes I was exhausted, but mentally I was up. It's also because I had the best roommates in the world. There was no animosity. We just clicked instantly, and that didn't happen for anybody else in the house, and I can proudly say that. So there were four people in my room, and all of us just instantaneously clicked, and that was one of the strong not one that was the strongest alliance in the house, because people did have alliances, but people were doing it in couples, so like in duos, or two duos would try to, align, but it wasn't as organic as ours was. And three out of the four people who were in that alliance, well, as one of the other contestants said, unholy alliance. That thing still cracks me up. So three out of four of us made it to the finals, and we're all giving cash prizes. So that goes to tell you that we do not play with each other. So yeah, it was pretty good. Next question. No, I have not been on a TV show before, but I just really pride myself in doing my research. So that was all I did. And yeah, I keep forgetting to tell people this. I am a certified project management professional. So if you need someone to plan your project, I'm very detail oriented and I get shit done. Call me or email me is more. You don't have my phone number, but you do have my email. Yeah, so text me. Let's make it happen. Find my black eyeliner. I'm going to crash out now. I'm going to crash out like right now. Okay. Sorry. Yes, I do, baby girl. You're awesome. Awesome, and I can't wait to come for a sleepover. You guys, I go to my best friend's house just to sleep because there's something about her house or her room that makes you feel very comfortable. Like that's when I go there, I just go there, eat and sleep. I wake up with just I sleep some more and then I wake up and then I go home. That's my happy place. So yeah, I can't wait to do some of that again. There are people who knew each other before coming into the house. There are people who met in the house. I knew of one person, knew of, so I didn't like I wasn't in communication with that person. They were not like my friend or anything before going to the house. So I knew of one person, but everybody else I met for the first time in the house. I did have allies. I don't know if ally is the word to use, but because it was very organic, and ally just seems very curated, but it was very, very organic. And the four of us in our room, and it was the best. I had the best time when I was in my room with my girls. People said some outrageous things, and I'm just like, oh my god. So if you did not watch my live on the grand finale day, I did go live, by the way. It's still on my page. I'll drop a link in the caption. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Let me just put my lip gloss. I'm pretty much done with this look, guys. This is what I've been taking out all the air there. I would typically put lashes, but I'm not doing that today. Okay. Because that's just wrong. And yeah, we're done with this look, honestly. Let me oh, maybe I should have worn earrings. It's too late for that though. Yeah, so this is the look. This is my default look. It takes me less than 20 minutes. I was yapping a lot, so it took me a bit longer, but I timed myself a couple of times. It takes me less than 20 minutes to do, and I'm always happy with the results. I love it. Yeah, so that was my journey, the next Titan, up until today. My plans for the future are, of course, using the money for Myraji. Myraji has an expansion plan, which we detailed in our business plan, which one of the judges said was the best business plan he had seen in his 10 years of being a judge there. Just thought to, put that out there. It was so detailed. Um, and that's the thing about preparation. I knew that coming for a business show or an entrepreneurial show, there's no way you'll not submit your business plan at one point. I just didn't know when. So from the audition in April, after the audition in April, I started working on my business plan. I just kept tweaking it up until the Friday before the grand finale where we had to submit it. So it was very detailed because I had time to work on it. So I'm really proud of that. Yeah, that's it. If you have any more questions, don't be afraid to shoot me an email, drop a comment. Actually, drop a comment. Something not engaged by fire or by force. Drop a comment and I'll respond to you in the comments. Thank you so much for watching.